Peace, family. Greetings. The other day I was in the gym and I felt anxiety, and I knew it was anxiety because I felt sick and I couldn't carry on with my training session. I was only in there for about 30 minutes, and I knew it was anxiety because last year I didn't realize that being sick was my body letting me know that I was anxious. I want to say being sick, like constantly sick. Like every day I was sick every day, and it wasn't due to overeating, and it was bile. And the other day, when I say the other day, I'm talking about a week or two ago. I was actually thinking I've not been sick in a while because it was normal for me, and I knew that it was anxiety. And my missus has said it before, like, you think you've got anxiety. But for me, when I thought of anxiety, there's there's different sorts of anxieties. For me, it's not seeing someone and they're making me anxious. My anxiety has always been mental, putting too much stress on myself, like a mental load. I think it's due to my ambition and just trying to strive to be better. And sometimes the con to that is overloading your brain where it goes into a state of anxiousness. I'm only saying this because I think when you put too much pressure on yourself to do well and not kind of letting it flow naturally, you can make yourself stressed, you can make yourself anxious, and it's not a good place to be in. It's not a good place. So I felt anxiety in the gym. I only got to do a few workouts and then I left, and then I got home and then I ended up just throwing up in the toilet, but it was white bile. And I thought, wow, I was anxious. Like, why was I anxious? And then I sat down. I was just thinking about like what would have made me anxious this morning. And this is early. This is like 7:30 in the morning. And it dawned on me, and I was like, you putting too much pressure on yourself instead of letting it flow naturally. Instead of just going with the flow and enjoying the process, you're doing too much. And then I realised to myself, I said, oh, that's what you've been doing. And all the last year, I was constantly in a state of anxiousness because I was always doing something, trying to be better. And it was accomplishments. I was doing well. I done well last year. I had a great year. But I realised it also caused me anxiety. So the reason I'm doing this video today is just to talk about anxiety and also putting too much pressure on yourself, and start to enjoy what you're doing, enjoy the process. You don't have to be sometimes too extreme in one avenue in order to get the results you want. To get the results you want, you gotta just be consistent and just keep reviewing your goals and work towards it. I'm in a state now where I'm enjoying the process because I'm seeing the 1% wins every day. I can see what I'm doing. Sometimes you're doing well and you can't see the results, and then it sets you back. And when you just go in 1% each day, it's good enough. It's good enough. But with anxiety, with mental health, like, your thoughts can make you ill as well. So if you're having negative thoughts, that can make you ill. I've seen people where they're not in the best mental state and the immune system starts to shut down. Your thoughts are vibrations, and if you're thinking negative thoughts, your body feels that. It's as well as it's mental, it affects your physical. It affects your physical. So in this life, guys, yeah, you have to kind of just start to enjoy the process, man. I'm in that flow state now where I'm enjoying it. I'm proud of the man I'm becoming. I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm starting to understand myself a lot more. I'm starting to listen to my body. Like, I'm eating certain foods and I'm realizing that I'm intolerant to a lot of these foods I've been eating. So now it's on me to stop eating certain foods that's not agreeing with my body. And you can apply that to life. Is you doing stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing, that's affecting you and slowing you down. And that's up to you if you want to carry on, but sometimes awareness is key. You don't have to start immediately, but as long as you're aware that something is no longer good for you or it no longer serves your purpose, then it's up to you to act and respond to that. But man, mental health is real. For me, it's a challenging subject when you talk about mental health, because some people actually do have mental health. And then I argue the point of sometimes it's bad habits that starts to affect your mental health. Lack of discipline, lack of purpose, eating the wrong food for a month, which accumulates to you not looking good, not feeling good, and now your body's starting to shut down, or you start getting diseases because your body's at dis-ease. So mental health it's kind of a tricky topic, because you can cause yourself mental health because you're not looking after yourself. It's making your bed every morning, doing these small things, getting up, drinking water immediately, getting up, going for a walk, something that you're doing for yourself every day. Everything matters. So mental health is it's a tricky topic, because it's itself. You can get yourself out of a rut. You can get yourself out of a bad place into a good place if you start using this. I've been speaking to a friend recently and he was in a daze for a while. Goes, yo, just woke up out of this daze. Because when you have a bad moment, you can let that bad moment turn to a bad week, into a bad month, into a bad year. And you won't even realize that just this one event has caused you to go down this hole of pain and suffering, self-suffering, because you've not been able to process what's actually happened, and you don't even know why you are in this position because of this one bad event, and you allow that to have a knock-on effect with the rest of your life. So I'm just saying that you can turn your life around at any point if you're willing to accept what is the root cause of the problem. I've had to look into myself and figure out, that's what's caused you anxiety. You wanting to become the best version of yourself, but doing it a bit too extreme at times internally, when at that time you should just be allowing yourself to be. You can't force the process. Whereas now I'm in flow state and I'm just letting it be. But there's nothing wrong with becoming better. Because that's the whole point of working. Working is to become more of yourself. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share this with you, because I do now have more empathy for people that suffer from anxiety. But like I said, my anxiety was more internal, not fear of being in a place around people, or because I don't even know what it really feels like to have anxiety. I just know that it's, for me, I feel sick. Like, it's just a feeling where I'm just feel sick, like I'm gonna throw up. I need to leave. That's what my anxiety to me is. It's not like I'm chilling somewhere around people and someone comes in a room and it's like, oh, I feel anxiety. It's like, no, I could just be somewhere and my body is indicating to me like, you need to leave. You feel like, I feel sick. I need to throw up. And that's what I felt for a whole year last year. It was all the time. I was throwing up every day. There was probably not a day I weren't sick. And I thought that was normal. I thought, yeah, this is normal. And then the other day I was like, that's not normal. That's not normal. So you can overlook the small things. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with you because I understand people are suffering with anxiety on a day-to-day basis, and a lot of people's anxiety is fear of being out in public, fear of talking to people, fear of there's a lot of fears they have. So I kind of understand what people are going through now. But yeah, thank you guys. Obviously, just listening to a young player. Check my hair though. You know me, man, ready for my holiday. Jeez. Come on, guys, take me in now. Take me in. Come on, bro. Over and out.